What is the most powerful question you can ask yourself and answer before beginning to write a grant application? This question is important. The question is, how will this funding be leveraged to multiply my organization's impact? The central part of the question is, how will this money be leveraged? You're answering the question how you will use the award very specifically before you even begin the grant application. You're likely aware that funders require a budget for your application. It's a common mistake that organizations make to go ahead and consider what they want to ask for, put together an application package, and then backfill in the budget with what they think will be needed to complete the project. This may sound the same, but it's not. You're really asking the question, how will this money work? How will it be used? Will we be hiring a new social worker? Will we be buying paper and supplies? What will we be doing with this money? And how will it expand our work? How will it make it bigger? How will it help us to do more? Sometimes if you ask this question, you may even discover that the grant funding is not a great fit. You can't really come up with ways to use the money effectively in order to further the organization's mission. And that's actually a great answer, because then you have the clarity to know that this might not be an application that is worth your time, and that it might be more effort in the end than the funding is worth. That does happen from time to time, depending on the type of funding and what the funder actually funds. So make sure you answer the question, how will this funding very specifically be used before beginning an application? This will do 3 things for your application once you do start writing. First, you'll be crystal clear in the narrative. Your narrative will align with the grant application, because the second reason is it forces you to have a very clear project plan as to how you're going to use the funding. So when you answer this question, you're sitting down with your team and very clearly saying, what will we do with this funding? Who will it be spent on? How will it be spent? How will it serve our clients? What will it move forward? What is the leverage for this particular piece of funding should we be awarded it? You have the clarity, and that clarity can help you write a very strong application, because you can tie that money specifically to a clear impact and to a clear outcome. What you expect to happen if you add an additional team member, or if you invest in a piece of software, or you find a way to expand a program to serve more people with the grant funding. The third thing that this will do is it will make the case for the funder that your organization is a better investment than the other people that are competing for the same pot of funding. I recently had a conversation with the local community foundation program director, and what she said is that in the past 6 months, their foundation has seen a pretty significant increase in the number of people applying for funding. Almost 30 to 40% more applicants than in prior years. There's a whole host of reasons for that, but ultimately, funding is competitive. When funders are looking at funding a specific project or program, even though there's a social cause and a social impact, they are looking for some type of return on that investment. That might be the number of people served, or the number of jobs created, or some other outcome or metric, like how much people are able to build generational wealth or increase their credit score. All of those are great metrics, but you're positioning yourself to show that you can leverage that money better than the other people applying for the same sources of funding. Remember, when you ask a question with clarity, you get a stronger response. Think about day-to-day interactions that you may have. When you know exactly what you're asking for and why you're asking for it, you can position yourself much more clearly. It's absolutely the same thing with a grant application. When you can answer the funder's question with clarity, you'll be in a much better position for that ask as well. Thanks for watching. My name is Sarah Hope Marshall. I am the founder of Profound Hope Industries, and we work with mission-based organizations in their context to help them create the social impact they desire. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe so we can continue making these videos to help you further your impact.